Welcome back, guys. Fuego here for wowpetbattle.com, continuing our awfully big adventure Plushie achievement series. Up next, it's Taran Zhu. I know it seems really unlikely here, but this crystal spider really pulls through. His crystal prism gives us the ability to force our pet swaps on our opponent, like you just saw, and the life leech really heals as long as that brittle webbing is on it. So the combination of the two really make the spider very useful in this battle. So when you start the round, you're going to use Crystal Prism. That's going to force the pet swap, and as the next one comes into play, follow it up with Brittle Webbing. From there, you're going to use Leech Life. Even though we're a little bit slower than he is, that's actually going to work in our favor in this fight, as we're going to be able to recoup a lot of that life that's being slowly taken down. As long as that Brittle Webbing is up, it will essentially double our healing through the round. Now, as you just saw, Lee does heal himself, so we have to continue whittling him down until he's out of the fight. And with the brittle webbing that's up, he also takes damage for every time he attacks us. And as Lee goes down and he's out of the fight, Yen returns, and you'll notice we still have that debuff to the top there, which is making us immune. So when he comes in for his stun ability, we are still immune and it has no effect. It's essentially a wasted turn. So the first attack should have been your brittle webbing, and from there following it up with leech life. Now, after those two, we're going to force the other swap into the next opponent. Knowing we're going to swap, we're going to move our crow back in as well. So that's going to give us a free pet swap. You're going to start the round with Darkness. That's going to lower hit chance of abilities and also cut in half any healing that may be received by our opponents. And with Darkness ticking down, your next attack should be Nocturnal Strike. Normally it does 50% damage, but because Darkness is up, you get 100% hit rate on it. And then just Alpha Strike spam until he blinds you. When that happens, you're going to flip into the Plushie, allow him to take the damage for the round. That way the crow doesn't have to soak it, and then you can swap back into the crow to finish off the round. Even though we lost some of the timing, the crow's speed is still faster, so we'll be able to finish him off. And with Darkness being renewed, that's going to give us an opportunity to utilize Nocturnal Strike one more time. As it puts him under half life, his next ability is going to be Feign Death, but there's nothing to swap into, so it's pretty much a free pet swap for us. So we can start the round with our Crystal Prism. That'll give us just a little bit longer to apply that brittle webbing, and from there just move on in with that Leech Life. And with one final brittle webbing to the face, Yen gets owned! With no more monks to feed the machine, that completes our Plushie strategy guide. We're always creating new content, so check our channel for updates. I'm Fuego for wowpetbattle.com.